Okay, this is the story of Jacob Millison. It's from Gunnison, Colorado. He lived on I believe it was a 700-acre ranch, a working ranch, so nothing fancy schmancy. A lot of work involved. With his mother. I can't recall if anybody else lived there. Then his sister, who they had a long-standing rivalry, came into town with her new husband, and things didn't go well. So his friends contacted authorities and said he went missing after asking the family his whereabouts for a long time. I think it took the mother 4 months to file a missing persons report, and she kept giving excuses of where he'd gone. And his friends knew that wasn't like him. And then I think seeing the sister's husband on one of his motorcycles tipped them off because they knew none of these people got along. So I just quickly pulled cards before I read the whole story, and that was interesting enough. He's got the Five of Swords. So that to me looks like one of these are him walking away. And I would say the person holding the swords is allegedly the sister's husband. He's got the High Priestess. This to me is his mother after reading the story. I can't tell if it's his mother or his sister. I'll clarify, but it seems like his mother. He's got the Two of Swords, which seems like his mother and his sister, which they were both kind of shady and plotting against him. He's got the Seven of Swords, which I believe is the sister and her husband. The mother confessed to the murder. I think they charged the sister with the murder, but it didn't stick. Then he's got the World. I believe the husband allegedly committed the murder. The mother and the daughter plotted it. Let's see what else we get. Jake, can you tell me a little more here? A fortune card. Take these two because they popped up. I want one of these cards. Interesting. I happened to read a second story where the sister's son, her and her husband, he got kicked in the face by a horse. Alright, we'll go over those in a minute. I want to find out. Jake, can you tell me who actually physically murdered you? Tell me what this story is about. So it looks like there was somebody was being overly competitive. He, I believe, dabbled in growing or selling marijuana. but I don't think he smoked it. So somebody was being overly competitive, betrayed, a mental betrayal, more so, and then a higher, powerful, divine woman silently waiting. Two of Swords, a choice between two. Maybe they were both deciding who was going to do it, and then the husband, who has 5 swords here and 5 swords in his hands. Or does he have 6? Nope, he has 5 and she has 2. So I believe it was him. I believe the mother and the daughter do not like this young man, but I believe the husband tested his manhood. That's what I believe happened here. And it came to an eruption. And the sister was glad to be the initiator in this. So in this picture, if that is the sister, she's got 1 sword, the mother's got the other sword, and then she grabs the 2 swords and makes the decision that the husband's gonna allegedly do it. Because the mother was going through cancer and very frail, so they didn't believe that she actually committed the murder. So let's see what's going on here. And he also said if anything happens to him, to his friends, the sister's husband did it. A lot of money. A lot of money. I guess the sister was set to inherit if the brother was no longer there. Okay, 7 of Pentacles twice. So waiting, 7, 7, 6 of Pentacles. And a period of waiting. I would say that's the husband waiting. And I've got this flames with the fire. So they supposedly it happened after 2 a.m. I do for you, you do for me. Something to do with that. And 7s could represent the 700-acre property. The High Priestess. 5 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. Like I said, I think the mother and sister wanted to do it, planned and plotted to do it, but then the husband actually physically did it. So the mother felt guilt, regret, grief, but also this talks about cash. 2 of Wands, long journey, a serious accident, and a robbery. And that's being an alliance. And then 9 of Pentacles, living comfortably alone and single. Now with the 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords, King of Cups, Eight of Wands. So, mother and sister planet. Sister actually makes a deal for someone's ruin, betrayal, ending. Notice how that's a woman making the plan with the King of Cups. Lots of communication. Seven of Swords, deception, thievery. I did say there was a robbery robbing his estate. So the Chariot, Ace of Swords, and Three of Swords. There's also a lot of swords in here. Pentacles and swords. Money, mind and the money. So these two, and they did say they kept moving him around the property because the mother said it was a dog or a bear or something. The rapiers warns against assaults which threaten and will occur sooner or later. And then the Three of Swords, pain, heartbreak. What else? War, sorrow, and then the world. So that's probably the ending of Jake. Three of Cups, three of them celebrated afterwards. Two of Cups, a happy couple. And the Eight of Pentacles, something about work. Maybe one of his friends that worked with him on the farm. Maybe that's where that comes from. Is the person that got this all started to find out what happened to him, to say he wasn't missing. So, divination, which makes sense with the High Priestess. The Sixth Sense, special gifts, the future, and outsider. I think the mother was biding her time. She was going to do it, but then here came the daughter's husband. The full moon, ultimate power, amplification, manifestation, completion, dreams, transformation. Okay, the initiator. Whatever threshold you are hovering near must be crossed soon. By putting off the inevitable, you increase your pain. The worry that eats at you is made worse by hesitation and the provocation of avoidance. Embrace the change so that you can live in freedom once again. Holy moly. Embrace the change so that you can live in freedom once again. Keyword initiate. Rest in peace, Jake.